Hello everyone, welcome to our week 2 core of our new November game called Gobble Gobble. For this week, we're going to be focusing on creating our enemy and our player, as well as adding a couple of animations for them as well. So to begin, we're going to go ahead and create our enemy. So because of this pre-built game that we have, we actually already have our sprites here, so we don't have to worry about creating a new sprite. So just go ahead and click on your enemy. You want to go ahead and click on costume. And in here, we already have a base enemy. Now, if you do not want to use this base enemy because you have a specific theme that you want to go with, and that theme has an enemy that you already have in mind, then you can just go ahead and use your select tool. You can delete it, and then you can start building your enemy using the shape tools and the reshape tools, or the paintbrush and the paint bucket tool to start recreating yours. Now, if you want to use this base, then I'll show you how you can use it in order to create your enemy and kind of customize it a little bit more to make it different. So the first thing that we can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and change the clothes that our player has, that our enemy has. So we have two options. The first option is we could make it into a sweater, sort of how we already have it here. If not, and we want to make it more like a tank, maybe what we can do is we can go into our paint bucket. We can change the fill and use the eyedropper. So we can use the same skin color tone and then we can fill it in. And here you can see that it automatically changed. Maybe we want to make this into a t-shirt. So I'm going to use my brush tool, use the eyedropper, and have the same color as the shirt. And then all I have to worry about is just making sleeves. So I'm just going to make a square with my brush. I'm going to fill it with my paint bucket. And then I'm just going to go ahead and click on it that I just made. Click on copy, paste. Move it over to the other side. And now I have sleeves for my shirt. I can also go ahead and change the color of it too. So maybe I want to use something different instead. Something like this. The pants, I can also change the color of them as well. So maybe for this one, I'll just make it a dark purple. And make sure, even though you have one for each leg, there's also the middle part as well. And the reason why it's broken up into different sections is because we will be animating this later on. So that's why it's like that. And then maybe I want to change the boot colors as well. So I'm just going to make it a nice dark brown. Okay. The next thing I can go ahead and do is start adding details to the face. So maybe I want to go ahead and use my brush tool. Make this white. And I can add 2 dots here. If I want to, I can also make it bigger. So it just depends on what size eyes I would want to have. So maybe I'll do that. And then I'll go ahead and make my eye color. So maybe I'll make it this color. I'll make the size a bit smaller. And now here I'm just adding my eyes. I can go ahead and make a different color. And I can add my mouth. Again, remember, this is our enemy, so we want to make him look a little bit mean. If I want to, I can also add hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and outline what I think the hair should kind of look like. Use my paint bucket tool to fill it. So you can see here, I'm just starting to build my character. You can add as much details as you want, whether if you want to make the shirt have a little bit of stitches, give the pants some pockets, maybe put a hat on top, or maybe add pigtails, or flowers, really whatever you want to create your enemy. Just make sure that they're all still separate pieces. Don't worry about grouping them. Just worry about really creating the enemy that you want. Again, those are the two options you have. So you can either delete the base and create a brand new one and just make sure that it's at the center. Or the second thing that you can do is you can just use the base that's already given to us and then just draw on top of it to create your enemy.